Hi, friends. Let's talk about something that many of us struggle with. I used to believe that if I just planned well enough, or I worked hard enough, or I loved deep enough, that I could control everything. But control, it's an illusion. And trying to hold everything together, it left me burned out, frustrated, and exhausted, and disconnected from others. If you're tired of trying to micromanage everything in your life or feeling responsible for everybody else's life, this video is for you. Today we're going to talk about the power of surrender and how letting go can create space for joy. So welcome to Journey to a Joyful Life. I am Dr. Julie Delich, and my goal is to share ways to help us move towards a more joyful life. Let's start off by talking about why do we crave control in the first place? Well, control can feel like safety. In a world that's chaotic and unpredictable, holding tightly onto things can give us the illusion that we can manage and create a safe place for ourselves and for those that we love. We can say things to ourselves like, if I just stay on top of everything, everybody will be okay. But that actually creates rigidity and anxiety and disconnection from the very people that you care about. The truth is that control is fear in disguise. Fear of rejection, fear of loss, fear of failure. Trying to control things in our lives, trying to control outcomes, is a way to manage that discomfort of the fear. You can ask yourself, what am I really afraid will happen if I let go? Give yourself a moment to really think about that. Let that sit. What am I really afraid will happen if I let go? What are you trying to control right now in your own life? Because trying to over-control everything has a cost. I am definitely guilty of trying to control so much around me, at work, at home, with friends, in life, and it left me feeling burned out and resentful and exhausted. And it also cuts you off from creativity and spontaneity and real meaningful connection with the people around us. I want to take a moment to redefine the concept of surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up and doing nothing. What surrender means in this context is realizing that control is an illusion and that you cannot control it all, no matter how much you want to, no matter how hard you try. You can still care, you can still show up fully, you can still take personal responsibility for your own thoughts and feelings and actions without needing to grip the outcome. So let's talk about some actual strategies to help you do this, to help you let go. The first one is to breathe. And I know that might sound trite, but it really is the first step. When you feel that moment of gripping, that moment of needing to manage everything, take a deep breath. And before you react, ask yourself, is this mine to carry? Is this mine to carry? And sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes we need to take action. Sometimes we need to think about our thoughts and our emotions and our beliefs and really reevaluate things, and that is healthy and productive. And sometimes things are not ours to carry. They're someone else's. And we need to give them the space to manage their own thoughts, their own feelings, their own beliefs and decisions, because it's not ours to carry. Another strategy you might want to use is a mantra, something that you repeat to yourself over and over again to help you change your thinking patterns, your feelings, and your beliefs. Here's a few quick examples. I surrender control. I surrender control. My personal favorite one is I release what I cannot change. I release what I cannot change. It's their journey. It's their journey. Those are some mantras. Feel free to create your own, but something like that reminds you that you can only control the way you think, feel, and believe. The last suggestion I'll make for you today is journaling. And here's a couple prompts you can use to kind of get you started. What am I gripping too tightly in my life? And just let your thoughts flow from there. What am I gripping too tightly? What might open up if I released it? That's an interesting question to think about. What relationships might change? What space in your mind might open up if you released what it is you're holding on to? And just let yourself write. Let yourself journal whatever comes up. Try not to judge it. Just let it happen, and then allow yourself to reflect on what you've written. So if you're one of the people that, like me, has been trying to white knuckle it through life, trying to control outcomes, other people, even your own emotions, I want you to know it is safe to let go. Surrender doesn't mean that you stop caring. It means you start trusting. And when you do, joy has space to breathe again. If this message spoke to you today, please give this video a like, subscribe, share with a friend that you think might benefit from this message. I'd love to have you drop a comment below and share what you're ready to let go of as you've been thinking through some of the things that I've shared with you today. And don't forget, joy isn't about control. It is about trust. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.